After you've completed your profile information, this is the view that you will see every time you log in. I have already created a view which is called MDDE610. You'll see that down in the bottom left-hand corner. In order to create a view, you click on the Create View or Copy a View. In this case, what we'll do is we will click on MDDE610 and see what I have created. So in my portfolio, I've got profile information on the left with a picture, a blog in the middle, and files to download on the right. If we click down to the bottom, we'll see more blog entries. Now, unfortunately, the blog posts in most recent at the top rather than the other way around, which is the way I would prefer it. However, I'll demonstrate putting a blog entry in. So you'll notice that I clicked on My Blog, and then we go to New Post. It's going to prompt us for a title. Website is slow today. And now I have already created a text because my typing is so bad, and I'm going to cut and paste it into the text box. At the bottom we have some options. Now for demonstration purposes I will click the draft box. If you do that, it will not publish it to the blog, but in fact what it will do is it will be here in the blog entry, but it will be listed as a draft and will have a publish button beside it. You'll notice that the rest of the entries below that are all published. So we will click on publish and then go back to my portfolio, views, and the view that we're working on, and there is the entry that we have just inserted. To add an artifact, we click back on the My Portfolio view, and in the view that we want to modify, we will click on the Edit Content and Layout. This is how I got the wider column in the middle. So there are multiple artifacts in here. So we're now on the blog entry, so we can just click a blog down, or blog portion down, and create that view. However, what I'll demonstrate is inserting a file to download. So the file to download icon is right in the middle. We click on it. I've just done a left click, and I'm going to drag it down onto my screen. And you follow the mouse down and left click, and it inserts the file at that point. The default text is files to download, which I will leave. It's going to ask us for confirmation that we have copyright authorization on this, and what I'll do is demonstrate by choosing a file that I have already uploaded to save a little time, and I will select the assignment, and once that is done I will save it, and then we can see that the file is now here in the file list. So other things that we can do here, back to this view, is we can control who has access to the information. So I'm going to go to the MDDE 610 view and edit access. Now in this case I have already created access for any logged in users. So that's what we've got here in the middle, and I will add a list to my connections. Now I don't have many connections, but I will add that in, and that creates a box over here. The start date does need to be completed, and if we click on the calendar here, it will pull us up, and then we just pick some date in the future to choose. So we'll just go say August 31st, just arbitrarily. And then we need to go down to the bottom and save it. And that will save that setting so that now my connections can log into that. So in order to see who my connections are, we go to Groups, My Connections, and it turns out I've only got one, who is Donna Johnson. So Donna will now be able to log into this, and I think she'll get a notification email telling her that I'm just granted her access.